Okay, I'm on Ursula Road. By coincidence, I found a shining palm. I wasn't really looking for it, but hey, there it is. Sad part is I can't do this because it will probably kill the thing. Near impossible to hit. What does her S-craft do? Yeah, it's a heal. So, let's go with this. And I'm just gonna fire his off. So we only get 1 EXP because I power leveled. There's all the sepith you get, and the U material. So yeah, just to show you where I'm at. I thought it was by the bus stop, but clearly not. Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, and I missed something here. Exquisite dolls are lined up side by side. Wow, these dolls are so incredibly detailed. Could they be from that doll studio that's right off the mountain path? I don't think these are Rosenberg dolls. Those are truly one-of-a-kind masterpieces, nicer than even these. Nicer than these? Damn. Wow, something tells me there's a few too many zeros in there, but maybe it's just my imagination. You wouldn't happen to own one, would you? Not me, but someone I know. She showed me a couple of hers before. Is that so? I'd like to see one someday. I hear Rosenberg dolls are indescribable. And if you've played Cold Steel 4, you've had to fight a few of them, I'm afraid. To go forward, we need to go to Armorica. I could have actually just went straight outside, couldn't I have? East Crossbow Highway. So I'm just going to take the bus to Armorica. I'm not going to bother looking for the palm or anything. I'm not entirely sure where it is on this side, but we've scanned one. About time to go sell today's crops over in Crossbow City. Commerce through private traders may be on the rise, but we can't neglect the city's department store and the like. Plus, the other reason why I'm not too keen on finding a shiny palm is I've power leveled. I am much stronger than I should be for this stage. I wanted to do some stuff during my downtime so I could just force my way through some of the fights, but I'll still be decent for fights against like Yeen and stuff, so it's not like I'm going to curb stomp everything. My brother Elkin's true weakness is his love for those new orbital vehicles. He basically keeps the village's truck to himself, even though all the villagers pitched in to buy it. No one ever complains about it, so I guess it's fine. And real quick, in case you want to do the grinding too that I did, the path off of the Mainz mountain trail that you weren't allowed to take, I went over there and just fought abyssworms. They're much tamer in this game than they were in Sky, so I abused that heavily to, well, hit the level that I'm currently at. I mean, I was getting a level every fight, I think, or something like that. Derek's plan to open a food stall during the anniversary festival is actually genius. The village has been losing that spark it used to have, so maybe this stall could help bring it back. Starting to get in the habit of reading the Crossbell Times. You guys were featured in it, weren't you? Man, all I want to do is go to Crossbell City and live an amazing life full of Mira and fame. Okay, we did get the orbital car. Let's see. I've heard people talk about how Crossbell City is home to a really amazing theater troupe. Ark and Ciel, wasn't it? I sure hope I can see them someday. Ark and Shell? What the heck is that? Guess if Camille thinks it's cool, that must be really great. Thought that my desire to fish would overpower my shyness, but it seems I was sadly mistaken. That's it, I'm going to take the bus to Fisherman's Guild and pass whatever entrance exam they throw at me. And as we all know, there's no entrance exam. By the way, Copan was on the way to Mainz. I found a fishing spot where I did get a couple new entries, I should point out. So if you go right next to where he is, I got the Rock Eater and the Tiger Rockfish, but we'll see these in other places too, so it's not really a big deal. Say it again, you walked here all the way from Crossbell City? My, you must have worked up quite the appetite. Why don't you eat here? My father may look like a boring old man, but his cooking is divine, I assure you. I can hear you, you know. The pleasant smell of the pastures, chicken, and honey all persuaded me into coming here. Positive there are good meals hiding here, I just need to ask around. Been almost a month since his monster attacks. Crossbell Times didn't go into much detail, but you folks were the ones who solved the case, right? Thanks to you, I'm able to sleep like a baby again. I appreciate your hard work, everyone. I ended up really enjoying Carnelia. Kept me hooked the whole way through. Carnelia, I heard the book was quite the hit back when it first came out. It's supposedly based on a true story, too. Yeah, well, whether it really happened or not, had me on the edge of my seat from start to finish. It's a good read, plain and simple, and that's all I can ask for. Consider my interest piqued. So if you're going through the series chronologically, Carnelia was the first book series in Sky First Chapter, which tells the tale of Ein Selnat, the head of the Grail Knights. And Toby in the book is Toval, who you'll meet in Cold Steel. From what I can tell, Seeley seems to really like Mr. Hayworth, so if I'd ever let Seeley get swept away by a merry man like you, that's what I would like to say if he wasn't so nice to us. I don't think I could ever utter a bad word against him. That was Hayworth's room. That one's vacant because that's what we would use. Arkansas, I've seen them quite a few times at this point. Yulia Pletier's performance is always so incredible, it would cause even Adios to faint in awe. I would love to see them again. You know, those two siblings are always playing in the square. They keep inviting me to hang out, but I'm not really interested. No matter the day, they always end up wanting to play bracers. I can't take it anymore. These country kids are so annoying and immature. I just want to go back home to Crossbell City. Okay, next up is here, I think. Did we go in here already? By the way, you know that sealed-off bridge over on Old Marco Road? Past that is the ancient battlefield. The place gives me the heebie-jeebies, but that's why it's sealed off. It's got a bunch of fierce monsters prowling up and down. Don't worry, we'll take them down later. Anyone in here? Nope. I don't know if anyone's ever in there, it's just there's one guy who roams around a little bit and he's up here now. I propose that our Morka village open up a stall in Crossbell City during the anniversary festival. Given how many people are going to show up, I think it's a good opportunity to get our Morka village's name out there. Displaying our honey would probably attract people by the droves. Long time no see, Chief Tulta. Special Sports Section, thank you for coming. News of your success in solving the monster attacks reached our Morka the other day. We even managed to convince some of the other villagers that the police aren't all bad. Appreciate it, man. This ain't the time to be singing our praises, though. If you don't mind, could you run us through the details of your request? Almost forgot. Before that, though, allow me to thank you once more for dealing with those beasts. Now then, I'll cut straight to the heart of the matter. The support request mentioned something about monsters trespassing onto our Morka private property. Indeed, they have. You likely saw the place as you were heading here. Along Old Morka Road, we own a stretch of property that serves as a storehouse for materials. There's a pack of monsters that stormed in recently and made their place their new nest. It's caused us a whole slew of problems. A whole pack. I can see how that would be an issue for the village. Have there been any injuries? Not as of yet, fortunately. However, we store many of our farming tools there, so it's not something we can continue to ignore. And given how well you dealt with our previous run-in with monsters, I was more than happy to submit a support request rather than ask the Bracer Guild. Sounds like our stock is finally starting to go up. Well, we should be happy about that. We should probably focus on the task at hand for now. Come on, I know that already. Let's go show these trespassers his boss. Yeah, it'd be best to finish this quickly. Way too long and this pack could get out of hand. You'll do it? I knew asking the Triple S for help was the right call. Take this with you. Private property key. That's the key to unlocking the property's gate. Head southwest on the old road and you'll find the place. Heck, riding the bus halfway down the path would save you time. Feel free to use whatever you find in there if it helps you resolve the matter. Understood. Leave it to us, Chief Tulta. So we're not actually going to do this right away because that will move the storyline forward, I believe. Derek and Tulta don't get along too well nowadays. As the current village chief, my husband cherishes Ormorka and is determined to protect it from any unnecessary changes. But as his successor, Derek wants to modernize Ormorka in order to give the villagers an easier, more convenient life. Neither of them are technically in the wrong, so it's a difficult issue. So right here you can see that this is the urgent quest. We have the spell. Which gate? Tangram? Okay, we can actually get to Tangram from here. I'll try to use the spell during the fight too, so we can knock out two birds with one stone, so to speak. Lots of people to talk to here, so I guess this will still be a dialogue video, because we also have to hit a Belgard gate on the other side. But we'll be doing Belgard as we do the other extermination. So real quick, I want to dip out just to make sure that there isn't like any chests or anything I missed right here, because I want to say it's... Ah, there is. Crap. How strong are you? Nah, not that strong. I'm gonna try fighting this. Oh, nope, powerful. We're close to being able to do it. If I had a couple more levels, I could probably do it, but I don't at the moment. I am gonna have to fight these guys off camera just to get their monster entries. Bunch of sepith. Monsters appeared. Oh, we got a nice mix here. I'm positively ecstatic. Let's watch the birdie, shall we? So this is the move I exploit to no end on Lloyd because of those status effects. I hate the animation, so I always speed that up. Large frog whose horns vibrate to create a hypnotic song. She still doesn't have anything AoE. I don't even remember if she gets anything, to be perfectly honest. Weak to fire, weak to fire. Ah, that one's weak to wind. Why did you take damage? Oh, he's poisoned. No, I think it's outside of range. Yeah, it was. That sucks. Well, we can see that it's neutral to wind now. Plant monster that releases a nauseating stench when it opens up its petals. That better not be an insta-kill move, because I got robbed last chapter with one of those. So replenish some of my TP for the, or CP for the Analyze. And she got him. Range. Yeah, well, my cousin's Erebonian, he didn't even manage to get a message. Is that... I didn't read this one. Yeah, okay, so I was supposed to read this one first. My buddy's from Laboral, and he got his message written by the original crew of Chess Riders. And then this one is... Frog, you're ruining it for us. Well, something about being Erebonian. That's a Nepenthes, in case you're not familiar with the monster. Jeez. Tear Balm. Wait a second, you're not Adel. Where am I? That's an Ease reference if you're not familiar with Ease. EP charge. Sorry, no returns, exchanges, or chest credit. I don't know what's down here, so I don't want to go hyper. Heaven's Eye. Haven't saw that, you know. So I could probably afford to get rid of that. Eagle Eye and information. Such as 3 Mirage. I'll lose my spell if I put that one on. So... she'll get to keep her fire spell if I do this. And then this is utterly worthless to Tio, so she's even improved. So Chaos Brand, Dark Matter, and anything else I have AoE like Blue Drop will now have a bigger radius. At this point I'm just gonna end up walking back to the village, aren't I? Or at least the bus stop. There may be a fishing spot here or there. There'll be plenty of opportunities to get fish that we need later. Just want to look around and make sure that the palm isn't here. That acerbic tomato is tempting. Okay, back to Tangram we go. Finally made it to the gate. Took me a while, but I finished all the shopping I wanted to do in Crossbell. I guess it's time to get my papers checked and head on home to Calvard. Recently, a delivery truck got into a serious accident not long after passing through Tangram Gate. It doesn't make sense. The road past here is always clear. What caused the accident? Beyond this gate is Calvardian territory. Do you have some business here? So both sides have a recipe for you to get. Nothing unusual to report, sir. There's no need to worry when I'm on duty. This is where we conduct basic inspections for cars going to or coming from Calvard. You know, considering how cheap the Cascade is, I could probably plow right through it if I really wanted to. Don't they do that in one of the things? I can't remember. It's too good, too delicious. Our mess hall's food is definitely scrumptious, I'll give it that. But I think Longtow Tavern and Inn over in the city would give it a real run for its money. My plan is to wind down today and head back home on the bus tomorrow. Well, this fine reception is everything a traveler needs if there's a holdup getting into Crossbell for whatever reason. You four looking for something you need too? Yes, I am. Tell me more. The other day, these people calling themselves members of the Fisherman Guild came and handed me a recipe for fish hot pot. Stroke of serendipity in my book. Fish is pretty nutritious, but the guardsmen would love to get a taste of it. Might as well teach you guys how to make it too. Sit down and enjoy it sometime together, alright? You have to do that for both sides, so remember. Looking for a place to rest? Do whatever you like. Can't guarantee your stay is going to be a comfortable one, though. Like, I did burn a little bit of EP, and Lloyd's a little roughed up, but we're still in really good shape overall. The Nepenthes could be a little dangerous because of their quakes. I don't remember if their quake is AoE or single target. Rumor says Deputy Commander Bales and your Chief Sergei go way back. On top of that, they even talk on the phone every so often. Could they be... You can forget that nonsense. Special Sports Section, thanks for coming on such short notice. Deputy Commander Bales has been wanting to discuss the details of the support request with you. Can you hear her out? In a moment I will. We have some stuff to do first. Namely this. Soldier suit. How did Clarice Seeker get her eldest daughter's name? She wanted to raise a girl who could take no L's. That one's a little creative, I'll admit. Not funny, but creative. Yeah, I'll give this one to Lloyd. So each one's wearing a unique piece of armor. Finally arrived, have you? Been waiting in Special Support Section. Thanks for coming on such short notice. Means a lot that you're turning to us, Deputy Commander, Sergeant Major Seeker. I'm sure you're aware, but we're here about your support request. Can't really say I was too hot about the idea myself. But you still came nonetheless. That's surprisingly commendable of you, Orlando. There's no need to be embarrassed about seeing me after such a praiseworthy feat. You heard that? Heard you. There was no need. Your face told me all I needed to know. Now I'd like to go ahead and explain the details of the support request. Please, by all means. Very well. If you do the honor, Seeker. Yes, ma'am. What we want from you four is pretty straightforward, really. You see, we're conducting a combat training session for the new recruits today, and we'd like for the Triple S to serve as their opponents. You want us to fight CGF members? They may be recruits, but we would be foolish to underestimate them. The Guardian Force is renowned for their combat prowess, after all. You're well informed, Miss McDowell. Besides, training with them will only improve your own ability in the long run, right? I think it's quite the deal, don't you? Excuse me, but why exactly did you choose the Triple S in particular for this request? I do not mean to downplay our skills when I say this, but I believe there are more qualified choices for prowess in combat. For example, the Bracer Guild? So that's a reference to you doing this in Sky 1. Tio, wait a second. I was actually wondering the same thing. Everyone knows that practicing against stronger guys gives you better results. Why didn't you ask the Bracers? Hell, you still could if you wanted. Surely you aren't grasping at any chance to slip away from me, Orlando, because that's how I see it. To answer your question, of course, given that the Triple S has only been operating for 2 months, veteran bracers would be the better choice in terms of raw power. However, you four were able to solve the monster attack case when the Guardian Force couldn't. That, in and of itself, is quite special. To be more specific, you all operate under unique circumstances that, in turn, allow you to shift your focus away from just pure strength. Unique circumstances. Take Randy, for example. Everyone at Belgargate goes on and on about how exceptional he is in combat. I would think that even the Bracer Guild would find him to be a very valuable asset. Seriously? Our Randy? It's the first I've heard of this. I wasn't expecting to hear something like that when I woke up this morning. We're a team, Randy. Don't you think you should have told us something that big? It's old news, besides, not really the kind of thing to bring up over breakfast. My lovely self aside, I gotta be honest, I'm not really too pumped about this. Truly wish to sit on the sidelines, you have my permission. I just thought you'd have a tad more gratitude for the one who recommended you to the Triple S in the first place. You had to pull that card. I get it, okay? Wise decision. Something tells me that the Deputy Commander is going to milk that for as long as she can. Back to the topic at hand, I think we understand what you want from us. When exactly does this training session start? I can mobilize the guardsmen immediately. Are you ready to begin as well? I hope you came well prepared. Let's get the show on the road. You should be good to go. Good. Seeker, if you'd show them to the parking lot. The train session will be held there. Yes, ma'am. Everyone follow me. Bare knuckles in the parking lot, eh? I see how this place rolls. Guardian Force drill participation started. It's time for your combat training session to begin. This will be a 4-on-4 fight. You'll have to use each of your strengths strategically if you want to come out on top. We're up against the special support section. I've heard there are no slouches. Look, isn't that Randy Orlando? Crap, are we gonna be okay? Did the rumor say he tried to get with one too many girls and got fired? So he's just some playboy then. If that's true, then how strong can the guy really be? How about you show him that what we're made of? That'll bring him down a peg or two. Certainly seem to have some opinions about you, Randy. For newbies, I got some spunk. You want to show me what you're made of? Come on then, I'll give you a free lesson. Orlando, keep your comments to yourself. Why just me? Everyone advance. These guys are no joke. She certainly has them trained well. They may be new recruits, but we shouldn't underestimate them. Commence operation. In case you're wondering, this is going to be like my start to most fights going forward. Assault rifle, halberd. I hate that animation so much, man. Being humans, they're not going to have any particular weakness or anything. Why is Lloyd... Oh, right. Unlucky you. Won't reach anyway. Another dud. Nah, I'm just gonna bash him with my baton. So he's gonna get another turn immediately. They are in a really bad spot if Randy can get a turn off here. Ah, he moved. I was hoping that would actually knock me to safety. So the reason why they were in a bad spot was because I was going to do this. Are they all unique? Oh no, it's just 3 halberds and a rifle, I guess. So I guess I succeed in getting the hardest one first. Yeah, that was not intended, but I'll take it. Assignment pending. So just to verify, we'll have a chance to get them again because we're going to fight them again immediately afterward. Spoiler. It happened the exact same way in Sky, so if you played that, you should see it coming. Now he should try to use another spell. Could make it a little too tempting for him. Aw, man. A little police brutality for the win. So I'm fine with that because she'll get her 10 CP off him. And prepare for round 2. That's enough. I knew they'd be strong, but not that strong. Especially that Orlando guy. Guess the rumors were true after all. There you go, over in a flash. Hey, you guys didn't do half bad for newbies. Still got a long way to go to catch up with us, though. Damn it. Sure let that go to your head quick, Randy. But that aside, you guys really live up to what I'd expect from this EGF. Agreed, if we let our guard down for even a second, we could have easily lost. But now our request should be completed. Thanks for reminding me, Teotot. Well, Deputy Commander's been great and all, but we're gonna have to excuse ourselves for today. So, Lloyd, what's on the skit? Oh, who said that you were the only one to participate in one battle? Say what now? There's more? Sergeant Major Seeker? Yes, ma'am. All troops, attention. Yes, ma'am. Deputy Commander Bales, what exactly do you want from us? I think it should be obvious. You will continue the combat training. Now you'll engage the recruits under Sergeant Major Seeker's command. The hell? Why didn't you mention that we'd be fighting 2 consecutive battles? Now that Noel's with them, we're outnumbered. How's that for fair? Wasn't that support request called Guardian Force Drill Participation? Isn't it only natural for you to continue with their training like a proper mentor, Randy? You can't be serious. You defeated the 4 recruits quite handily. With the additional strength of Sergeant Major Seeker, I think your abilities will be about equal now. I see the logic, yes. Looks like the Deputy Commander is craftier than we thought. Sorry about this. I know the challenge came out of the blue and all. I plan to use this as a way to gauge my own strength, so I'm gonna go all out. Let's make this a good one, alright? Damn it, how am I supposed to say no now? Appears we have no choice in the matter. We may not have been expecting this, but let's go all out the same as Sergeant Seeker. Let us make the best of the situation. Now that we're all on the same page, I'll be officiating the match this time. CGF at the ready. Alright, if the Sergeant Major's on our side this time, we'll be unstoppable. Let's do this. Our opponents are 4 CGF recruits plus the Sergeant Major, and they're all combat experts. From the looks of it, they've already recovered from our last fight. We can't hold back. You said it. Begin. Everyone be careful. So we should have all the data for these guys still. It's just her we need to add. Renowned CGF Sergeant Major overwhelms opponents with heavy weaponry, so look at all those resistances she has. But she's only level 17. Wow, that sucks. Okay, we're not gonna do it after all. Now, she does have this as a craft when she joins you. Now here's where Lloyd's low weapon range is really coming back to bite me. And of course they connect on Randy. Do I want to summon Zeit? Compared to doing this. Where's Tio's turn? Need to keep him in the big circle. Ellie's getting a tad low. Getting ready to pop her S-craft. This does mean I lost the one spell, by the way. They're about to have a very bad time. We didn't really get much out of that. Cease? Damn it all, still no good? We even had Sergeant Major Secret with us. How pathetic can we get? You all are really strong. Guess I'm still pretty inexperienced. There's no need to be humble. You get us on the ropes there. Once you took charge, Noel, everyone else's skills shot up. Guess that's why they call you the hope of the CGF or whatever it is. I'll take the compliment. Troops, listen and listen carefully. This is the strength of people who have fought the Mafia and monsters in live combat. It's clear that your experience is nowhere near sufficient as things stand. To make matters worse, the Crossbow Guardian Force isn't allowed to conduct any large-scale training operations. But despite all that, there are still many ways to acquire that experience you need. Now that you're in the CGF, continue to apply yourselves daily in order to protect the citizenry and Crossbow as a whole. Yes, ma'am. I like your enthusiasm. As a reward, I'll make special independent training regimens for each and every one of you after you return to your posts. Until your official assignments have been decided, you'll stick to them daily. Are there any questions? She really is as good as they come, isn't she? I'd expect no less from the most capable woman in the CGF. Good work, you four. Thanks to your efforts, I think this ended up being a worthwhile training session. Glad you think so. Honestly, I'm a bit worn out now. Then let's not stand and talk. Would you mind coming with me to the commander's office? Not at all. Thank you once again, everyone. Your participation in today's training session will no doubt prove to be an invaluable experience for our guards. No need for thanks, man. This has been a great experience for us, too. It's not every day we get to fight against trained professionals like the Guardian Force. I agree, it certainly gave us a great deal of food for thought on how to improve ourselves, too. Plus, it felt good to lay the smackdown on some of the CGF, no offense. We would have set a bad example if we lost after all your colorful boasting beforehand. Must be relieved that you were able to walk the talk, huh, Randy? Man, Tio, you ever think about pulling your punches once in a while? She got you there, Randy. Well, regardless of the result, I'd recommend that you all stay on guard from here on out. We'll make sure to contact the Triple S if we require your assistance again. Though we can't publicly support your endeavors, know that we're rooting for you. Thank you, ma'am. We'll do the same. I'd recommend that you all stay on guard from here on. That sucks. She just repeats it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't go upstairs, did I? Oh man, we have to do this one. Luckily not yet, but I remember this quest where you have to search for the missing crap. Special support section, right? Good work solving those monster attacks last month. Could have been easy. Barely scraped by. If Zaya did not come to a rescue, I doubt we'd be staying here right now. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Pretty sure Deputy Commander Bales is expecting great things from you, so try not to let her down. The massive port that you can see on the other side of the river is Altair. Up until the signing of the Non-Aggression Pact, Calvert was frequently conducting drills around Tangram Hill all the time. I almost felt like we were living our lives at gunpoint. I don't know if that's where Black is set. From what people said, you don't actually travel the world map or anything. You catch a ride to the different cities, so there's hardly any exploration in it. I haven't looked at it or seen anything yet for myself, so I'm just going off of what people have said. Anyway, I realized at the end that I forgot to use the one thing. That's who I'm looking for. Oh, we've already seen this thing. It's level 14. So this is the spell we're looking for. So I'm going back for the bus stop now. I will come back here later off camera because there's still an enemy here I have to fight. I was hoping it would appear in the fight itself, but it didn't. I mean, by fight I mean the chest. So we need to go to West Street because we're going out the West Gate now. Wrong part. Revolving Bulb. Well, made you look. Well, actually, 3 games worth of expectations made you look, but I'm still taking credit. So they're saying 3 because they're assuming you haven't played the Cold Steel stuff just yet. Otherwise, were these even in Cold Steel? I don't really remember, because I think they were. EP charge. A note inside of the treasure chest reads, I already have 99, so you guys can take this one. Signed, Estelle. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, I'm going to come back and fight these things off camera, so I'm just doing evasive crap for now. Softening ointment. Cures petrify, I believe. Don't want to bother. Nope. Not a fight we're going to have a chance of winning for a while yet. Higher elements. Can you close my lid? I don't want a bird to build a nest inside me or something. Not a palm. Nothing shiny here either. Tear bulb. You're from the city? Do you know my pal Lid? He comes by all the time to watch the trains. Ooh. Move 2. Does the phrase unlawful search and seizure ring any bells for you? Does please brutality mean anything to you? I wonder if she could get anything higher tier, but she didn't. I'm also not going to comment on whether or not I heard that response from a cop or not. Possibly as a rebuttal to the exact same question. EP charge. Someone should EP charge you with theft. Well, if you forget what was in there, they're more than happy to remind you. That's just dog. Bird. Slime. I know it's technically a drome or something, but I don't care. Proxy puppet. So, cat sounds. Proxy puppet? I don't really get it, but okay. So there's the Extermination Monster. I'm gonna see if I can get around it first. Chitinous shell. That's a monster drop. It's usually handy to get those where you can. Yeah, I'm actually going to fight it as is. They can be delayed. Anyway, has a diet of insects and at times humans. Triggers earthquakes when attacked. Hopefully you understand my strategy here. There's the earthquake. As you can see, it's particularly nasty. So keep in mind this would be a little bit harder if not for the fact that I did all that grinding off camera. What are you weakest to? So I can go neutral, I guess. You don't want to use anything AoE here. So I did that just to steal the healing turn. I think it's possible you can feint it. It's not immune to that. No, it is. So if I'm gonna get a crit heal turn, I want to use this on Randy. If you can get these things close enough, yes, you can just do the normal abuse stuff that I do with Randy. So I'm doing this for the debuffs. Not because I don't want to deal with earthquake crap just yet. Yeah, if you want to use Chrono down or something, I think you can get away with it. I don't think that'll trigger their counterattack or anything. That should trigger the overkill. No, I just want to hit it for now. We will get the team turn and things on fire, so this is over. And it's still got the overkill. Got 3 effort quartz. That was harder than I anticipated. Kinda surprised, to be honest. I've patrolled these parts a bunch of times back during my CGF days, but I've never seen anything that tough before. You know, I'm actually a bit worried it was roaming around the middle of the highway. That bus stop is right there, so it could have put people in danger. It's likely interrupting bus service in this direction, another typo. We should contact City Hall to inform them of our success. Sounds like a plan. Dispose of the monster on the highway. Bus service will resume. So we can now travel with the buses on West Crossbell again. Oh right, if you're curious about the quartz. So effort is a water quartz that makes it more likely that you're going to cook better. You only really want to use this when cooking because it doesn't give you anything else in terms of stats. I mean, it'll give you a little bit of space and a little bit of water, but there's much, much better quartz. Come on, turn around. That's actually good enough. Monsters appeared. So these are the lizards I ran past a second ago. Ah, that was actually a bad move. They do burn stuff. Actually, it may not have backfired. One of them will get to move in time. Which one? You. So yeah, you'll notice her blue drop is much bigger than Ellie's. Perfect. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, the other one body blocked. And this should be it. Enjoy the blue drop, boys. Aw, man, the other one's outside of range. Tio, fix it. Strega Sigma. You look back in the chest, thinking you might have missed something, and find a tiny bearded man in a pointy hat doing a little dance. Ah, so that's right, the academy is over there. Like usual, we're just gonna do a couple casts, see what we get. Nothing for the dumpling. So that means we'll do 2 earthworm casts just in case there's different things. Gluttonous bass and an eel. So, don't remember if you can store up the eels for the other quest that's coming, or if they have to be fresh. They may not let you go this way because Lloyd will stop you. But there will be a quest later where we need eels, which is why getting them now wouldn't have been too bad. Higher elements. The true result of the non-aggression pact is not technological exchange, but the spread of talkative treasure chests previously native to Liberl. And there you go, folks. Conspiracy confirmed. Tear bomb. Disappointed with the chest's lack of contents, you close it. One would call this an open and shut case. So that's the Police Academy down that way. We're looking for Bellegarde. There's a lot of crap I'm gonna have to kill off camera, man. Why are you running? Why are you running? So, whenever you run into one of these, I recommend fighting them. As a result, I will show this fight intentionally. The only bad part is I'm not going to be able to scan these things unless I use a scope. So, drops your Serpent Tomato. And they die very easily. But I got Curia Balm instead. EP charge 2. I'm on the highway to Bellegarde. On the highway to Bellegarde. Highway to Bellegarde. It's supposed to be highway to hell if you didn't recognize it. Oh, come on, man. What were the freaking odds? Game, why? I did delay it. Dastardly shiny fluff, insanely quick and well, insane, near impossible to hit. So whenever you see those, just use your S-Craft. Unless you're Ellie, in which case your S-Craft is actually defensive. I wonder if they made the shiny mobs easier to encounter in this version of the game, because I've seen so many more in this one than I have when I did this previously. Still not enough. It's gonna run away too. Stupid bugger. So we get one new material and we lose out on all our CP. Sublime. U material. For a detective, you sure do return to the scene of the crime a lot. Isn't that the whole point of a detective? I mean, just saying. I was hoping there wasn't one. Okay. Got what I wanted. Our commander is absent today. Actually, I guess we better say that he's absent again. Every single day, the guy's preoccupied with entertaining politicians and the like. Some things never change. If you weren't aware, Belgard Gate secures Crosswell's border with the Empire. Wait a minute, Randy, is that you? Hey man, it's been a while. It's good to see you again. I wasn't expecting you to show up here again, honestly. Duty calls, take it easy, okay? So this is one of the Guardian Force's armored cars. Pretty sturdy, isn't it? Though I doubt it would last long against one of the Empire's tanks. I agree. State law prohibits Crosswell from having a proper military like other nations. The brass tells us to protect us from potential conflict with the Empire and Republic. That's why we're called a self-defense force, not a legitimate military organization. After passing one measly fence, you'll hit the Erebonian border in a matter of seconds. We don't even have a thick iron door protecting us from the Empire, just a few pulls in the ground. Honestly, it makes me want to laugh. Laugh as you cry, I know how it goes. I want to get closer to it if I can. Randy, now that you're gone from Belgard Gate, it's my chance. You won't stand in my way anymore. What are you on about? You were stationed here long before I joined, but you never tried your luck with her? I've been meticulously clearing away obstacles staying between us, I'll have you know. Well, good luck with that, man. Sounds like Randy was on good terms with most of the guardsmen. Indeed, I thought that more people would be at his throat if they was fired for his womanizing ways. It's good stuff. I arrived earlier than I expected, so I decided to kill time with a light meal. Well, huh? Is that you, Randy? It's been too long. Hey there, how you been, Stella? Been fine, remind me. You're with the Special Sports section now, wasn't it? Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. Well, how about you come and eat something for old time's sake? I wanted to find a way to fill the soldiers' bellies up quick, so I decided to hold our very own hot pot contest. But my word, the meat disappeared before I could even lay a finger on it. Manual labor really gets a girl hungry. Why don't you join in on the next hot pot contest? I can teach you how to make one if you're interested. There you go, hearty hot pot. I'm what you might call a military enthusiast. Soldiers, weaponry, tanks can't get enough. Unfortunately for me, the CGF is pretty conservative with their large-scale drills because they don't want to set off any false alarms within the Empire or Republic. It sure is a shame. Ooh, no. I'm cheap. Like, I'll get my HP and EP back when I level up, but it's getting a little harder to level, to be honest. Ever since Commander started to skip out on work, Warrant Officer Morea has been our sort of interim commander. She's a bit unreliable at times, but I can't deny that she has drive. Overall, she's a good superior. So I'm going to take a break after this. Wait, Randy? What's up, Morea? How have you been? Still haven't learned any manners yet, have you? And it's Warrant Officer Morea now, by the way. I'd appreciate if you could at least address me properly. That's right, my bad. Either way, now that I'm out of the Guardian Force, I hardly need to worry my head over ranks and decorum, do I? I plan to keep chatting to you the same way I did in the good old days, unless you care to object, esteemed Warrant Officer Morea. Fine, do whatever you want, see if I care. This is the Commander's office, of course. Randy, you know what this room is? This office belongs to His Excellency, the Crossbill Guardian Force Commander. Really? You'd think we'd find him here, then? Just where is he? Probably out partying or something. Guy really does his job. He usually leaves everything to his subordinates. If that's the case, I don't think we need to put such an effort to meet him. You wanted to meet him? Listen, man, I'd rather not come face to face with my former boss ever again. Trust me, it'd be painfully awkward for all of us. You might have a point there. That aside, this room is in extremely poor taste. Imagine the tens of thousands of mirror I took to purchase all these antiques on display. Personally, I'm having trouble picturing this as an office in the first place, let alone the CGF commanders. But again, all of the bribe money he's built up over the years. Man, what a waste. If I had that much mirror, I'd be throwing it all over the entertainment district, lifting it up. I'd treat some babes to a good time and spend all night gambling away at the casino. Perhaps you two are not as different as you might think. Because I get it, he's out partying. So I want to make sure there's nothing to interact with, like how I missed the doll case earlier. Iron leggings. Am I the one who thinks the name Belgar is just a little on the nose? Crossbell, Belgard. That's the meaning of that, if it wasn't obvious. Almost missed the third floor again. Over on that mountainside is the pride of the Imperial Army, Guerrilla Fortress. The Empire's military is immensely strong, so we can't ever let our guard down. Don't you want to kill yourself with all the stress that comes with that, though? Or don't kill yourself with all the stress that comes with that, though? Don't get me wrong, it's a-okay to be serious, but it's also important to take a breather every once in a while. Somebody tells me put a higher priority on relaxing instead of seriousness, Randy. And with that, I'm going to take a break and go whack some stuff to fill out my monster log, so I'll see you guys when we are heading back over to our morgue to do the actual story quest, or either at Triple S to report said quests. Okay, so we're hopping over to the Orbment shop, whatever we're going to call it, and we have to report the fact that we used the one spell. Hey there, Lloyd. So how'd your Enigma do during those combat tests? Worked like a charm, Wendy. They're definitely a huge asset in battles. Holosphere, was it? It's just as you said, the enemies did not seem to notice us at all. Seems like that art was making full use of the mirage element. Given how much we rely on these enigmas, I bet beefing up our arsenal of arts like this will pay off in the long run. Agreed. On top of that, the enigma's communication function is quite handy. Not to mention synthesizing quartz and unlocking slots in the orbment past is no different than past orbment models, so that's convenient too. Okay, I see. Yep, that should be about enough for my report. Lloyd, everyone, I really appreciate all your help. Now, what do I give to thank you? Oh, this'll do. Please accept this. Libra Gem. What's this? Apparently this is an ancient quartz excavated out of some giant ruins from the Middle Ages. Found this baby while fishing around the previous workshop's warehouse. Ancient quartz, we can use stuff like that? Theoretically speaking, it would be not too strange if they operated the Enigmas. After all, orbits were originally created through the analysis and modification of ancient crystalline circuits. Some reports claim these quartz are being used well before the Great Collapse. Yeah, I heard those rumors too. It'd be pretty amazing if they turned out to be true, huh? Well, I can't give you a 100% guarantee it'll work, but I'm getting an orbital reaction from it at the very least. I've already tinkered around with it a little, so I'm pretty sure it'll be compatible with your Enigmas. Sounds like this is really important to you. Thanks, Wendy. We'll use it well. Appreciate it. Wendy, if you have any other requests, don't hesitate to contact the Triple S. You betcha. I'll be looking forward to next time. So, the audio sounds really faint, and I don't know why. Let me just see if it's my computer. I'll pull up the gem in a sec. Maybe that's it. Hopefully it's still the same. Orbit. Quartz. So if you want to see Libra, absorb 1% of Magic Delta's EP, which is pretty handy for TO. Yeah, I think we can part with Eagle Eye pretty easily. So I will upgrade this slot. And if you notice, it's pretty pricey. I have a lot of quartz, or a lot of sepith at the moment, though. But if you know, she has quite a bit more EP now. And right there you go. So we now have access to Galleon Tower, which is pretty handy because this is going to be half her EP pool, but she'll get some of it back. Lunar Craze, I don't really think it's worth its cost by any stretch of the imagination. Chaos Brand can be pretty good at times. Sad part is that, as I mentioned, it only attacks one. And by making that swap, she lost access to the one spell. Dark matter, that's what it's called. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anything I can do at the moment for that. We can go with that just to be annoying. Okay, everyone has a little bit of something. Now I wanted to see if there were any quartz that I need. Attack 2, it says I have 2. Blind, we have action 2. It's going to cost a lot of time, which is what I'm worried about. I think we have to give up U material to the shop if we want to go that way. So we're going to be boosting everyone's speed to some degree. Still have Spark dying, even though it's a small area. We're probably going to be relying on Ariel to be her main way of dealing damage. She does have Lorelei. The sad part is it's only a 50% chance of sleep, and you have to remember when that's factored into the resistances, it's even less than that, so... yeah. Anyway, we're going to run over the Triple S just to see if we can rank up from everything. Oh, that's right, I got the Gladiator headband. I just remembered. In case you're not familiar with this one, it just gives you a better CP regen rate so that you can basically spam your stuff a little bit more. And once we report these and get our DP, then I'll just hop over to the farm. Part of the reason why I want to do this is it's been a week since I actually played, so I need to make sure that I'm not missing anything. That's the drill participation. I think 7's the full reward. Ooh. Okay, so those are all reported. I don't think there are any... hidden quests here. It'd be nice if they actually tell you where you get these. Or where you got them from, I mean. We need to go out the east side. I don't know if we went to Armorga just yet, so I'm gonna actually warp there and do a bit of talking. Okay, so I went ahead and killed everything on the screen, just trying to get more U materials, but this is where we're going for the next quest. Is this the place? So you can encounter this enemy over by... is it Tangram Gate or is it Belgard? One of the gates they appear by. I'll take out the book and show you in a moment. Indeed, this is the private property of our Morka village. How in the world did a place like this end up infested with so many monsters? No idea, not to mention these buggers look like they're going to be a bit more of a hassle to deal with than those ones roaming around the highway. Could they be here as a result of everything that went down the other month? Probably came to look for some new feeding grounds. So this is the result from Ravage letting their warhounds loose then. Well, regardless, talking this over won't fix it any faster. I'm going to unlock the door. Use the private property key. Everybody ready? Time to conduct an extermination. Let's do this, everyone. Understood. Let's give them hell. You can count on me. So I forgot to go over to the recharge station thing, so Ellie doesn't really have much in terms of resources. So just wait for them to turn around, shoot them in the back, and I will be showing these fights. Holy crap, that is a lot of enemies. I was contemplating doing Salamander, it's just I didn't see a good lineup there. So, yes, it is called Spartacus. And you'll find out why shortly. So yeah, I'm good with moving Tio up that far. Ellie, why do you have to have such crappy AoE? I'm just gonna shoot this one. Try to get their numbers under control, if nothing more. That sucks. Okay, art time. Oh, right, she can't really afford much. She's got one spell, that's it. So I guess she's gonna go trigger happy here. In all seriousness, that would have helped Ellie so freaking much. So let's bring in the Hound. So I want to set them on fire and then paralyze them so that they can't do anything other than sit there and burn. Well, I'm gonna get another turn, so let's just move into position. Already blinded though. I'm gonna do it. Since this is the first time I've had the chance to see the spell, I'll leave it up. I'll probably be skipping this in the future. Quadra kill. Could launch a salamander, maybe. So I'm going to be focusing this one because it can still swing at us for now. But this one will not drop E materials. It's only worth 1 EXP because it's level 16 and I'm in the 20s. I gotta let Ellie have that. It's gonna make the future ones a lot simpler. Otherwise, the CP on Tio would be pretty handy. You can see how little they're worth. Although that is a lot of quartz. Or a lot of sepith, I mean. So I'm going to try and knock him a little further back just so I can get more in here if possible. It'll do. That sucks. Man, Lloyd can barely move. Randy's down for the count. Due to the gladiator headband, I'm very comfortable doing that. So close to the next level. We're also gonna have a crap load of earth and wind sepith when it's all said and done. This is tempting, man. Yeah, I'm comfortable doing a crash bomb over here. Randy's about to get a lot of CP. So if you notice, Tio's gained EP back on every swing of her staff because that counts as arts. It's not really that much, but hey, it's still something. So I want Lloyd to get the kill here just for sepith reasons. We're gonna get the sepith turn with his septium vein, so it should be a bigger payout than normal. I'm not really seeing that much of a difference. Anyway, the real reason we came here, feather tackle. Always wanted to be fishermen, but well, I don't know if you can come back here later on or not, or if this area is locked off. That's the one I'm looking for. Actually, yeah, I do want to do that. That's the combination. They're weak to fire, though. I need to find out what Lloyd's wearing for shoes, man. Okay, that time I just got flat out lucky. And Lloyd will not get a turn in time, so I'm just gonna put it down. I guess maybe I got a little bit more time in wind sepith than last time. Tear Balm. Don't call me a box, I'm not a box. My cousin's a box and he's a complete idiot. And this is the final one. There we go. That sucks. Do you want to do Zanber? So yeah, I don't actually have any AoE S breaks, because I was contemplating doing one to try to get the 8 enemy kill thing, but it's not possible yet, at least. There'll be opportunities later, so don't completely panic or anything. She can get the crit turn. And Randy went and stole it. That was the burn that killed it, not the counterattack or anything. Can she reach that? No, my flawless. So I do get a little bit of Septium Vein bonus here, but it's going to be extremely minimal. Okay, it looks like that was the last of them. Extermination complete. I no longer detect the presence of any monsters within the perimeter. Damn, they were as much a pain to deal with as I thought they'd be. At least we got the job done in the end. That's what matters, right? Alright then, let's go give a report to Chief Tolta. Yeah, hopefully he'll have a bit more peace of mind now. And we'll just... Ah, they actually warp us. Cool. I see. I'm glad to hear we won't have to worry about them anymore. Now we can finally get back to tending our fields in peace. Seems I owe you my thanks once again, Special Support Section. It was no biggie. Stuff like that's nothing for us. Honestly, Randy, you're all talk. Still, seeing as this property is right on the highway, you may want to take some precautions to make sure this doesn't happen again, Chief Tolta. I agree. We Armorkans will need to work out some way to deal with this problem ourselves. However, I can't help but notice this all started after the wolf attacks. It's almost been a month since that was resolved, and yet this still happened. We've yet to confirm any sort of correlation between the two events, but it is quite probable. Regardless, now that we've exterminated the monster, storehouse should be safe for the time being. Is that so? It's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you for all your help. As always, I'll make sure to call you if something else pops up. And count on us, sir. Call us, and we'll come running. If you'll excuse us. So that was the story quest, keep in mind. My friends from the Triple S, you know, when I first met you four, I never imagined that I'd come to rely on the police so much. I'll be counting on you if something else ever happens. Yeah, it'd be nice if we had police as competent as them in real life, you know? Derek and Tolta don't get along too well nowadays. The current village chief, my husband, cherishes Armorka and is determined to protect it from any unnecessary changes. But his successor, Derek, wants to modernize Armorka to give the villagers an easier, more convenient life. Neither of them are in the wrong. Sounds like what you said last time. You know that sealed-off bridge over on our old Armorka road past that's the ancient battlefield gives me the heebie-jeebies. Bunch of fierce monsters. Middle of making a carbonara. My family loves them. They can't get enough. You should try and make one for yourself sometime. Here's the recipe. So... I don't know if you can get that normally. I think that NPC appears after you do the storyline quest. But anyway, now that we have... That is so corny, man. Anyway, we now have the new rod, so you can actually put it to use and find new stuff in previous holes because you now have new bait to call upon. So we'll try Feather Tackle with red flies, and hopefully we won't miss the trigger. It is possible that there's nothing here that's actually interested in this combination. Like that. So let's try row. And there is something here. What, though? Tiger Rockfish. We get a little bit of Fire Sepith. So, what about the fishing notebook? We are one off being able to upgrade our fishing rank, which I'll get eventually. But as promised, I would show you the Spartacus Enemy. So this is the East Crossbell Highway. That's the one we actually fought. If we go to Old Armorica... Oh. Maybe they do drop the same thing. But anyway, Armorica Road, the highway. Yeah, it's this one. This one I think appears with the frogs. I thought it dropped U material, but I guess not. Yeah, if you want to find more of them, just be aware they are a normal spawn. Anyway, we will go report this quest, because I should rank up, since I didn't a moment ago. Actually, I think we're going to trigger an event as soon as we get in the city. So this... If there's an event, I'm just going to put the break here, and I'll pick up next time with the event. Are we going to get a phone call? Unfortunately, yes.
Hi.
And with that, I am going to put a break in the video, and when we pick up next time, we'll actually advance the storyline, so I hope you found these quests a little helpful, especially the Carbonera thing. Anyway, the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and